Time for Internet Friends, everyone.
I would just like to welcome you to the internet.
Yes, it's the segment where we have a look at the internet, make some friends on there, see who is poking about online. So far we've chatted to a gentleman who's had selling a heart-shaped cornflake, which is pretty interesting.
We talked to a guy who fooled the blogosphere by creating the new cover for the Vampire Weekend record, Lemon Sounds.
Today we're having a look at a few few communities that spring up online, a place where perhaps in the real world, you could it'd be difficult to find like-minded people. The internet provides a space where you can hang out with your friends, with your bros perhaps, and a bit of a culture has sprung up around the television show My Little Pony, and so we're going to chat to a fan or a brony to tell you a bit more about it. Good morning, Nick from Adelaide, online in the internet friend world. He's known as Multifish. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Multifish, for joining us on the program. What is a brony?
A brony is a fan of the TV series My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Friendship is Magic is the important part, by the way. We don't really like anything before it.
Okay, what's wrong with My Little Pony before Friendship is Magic?
Well, I mean, the show was originally created to sell the toys, and that was all the creators cared about back in the 80s. In 2010, when Friendship is Magic came about, they actually wanted to create a good show. And they succeeded, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. How did you first get into it?
Basically, a bunch of people at school watching it. I wandered over, had a look, and wound up getting hooked.
Okay. Any stigma attached there at all? I mean, it is a show pitched at young girls. Hasbro themselves have sort of said that's our target market. We acknowledge the existence of bronies and encourage them, but basically it's pitched at ladies. Did you feel any conflict about loving My Little Pony?
Well, early on, you get a bit of confusion from people that don't particularly like the show or don't understand it. But the funny thing about that is that it led to the community being, well, rather than fighting back or, trying to be aggressive or just ignoring them, the community just tried to better itself and give off a good image in comparison to the stigma attached.
For sure. And what role did the internet play in that? Do you think, Nick?
Whoa. Well, the major one, I guess, the communication role. It's provided instant communication across the world. There's regular meetups and regular conventions now.
Brony conventions.
Brony conventions. Most of them at the moment have happened in America, but this April there's one coming to Sydney.
Hooray! Oh, goodness. Are you going to go?
I most certainly am. In fact, I'm hosting their auction.
Oh, really? What are they auctioning off?
Merchandise, things that fans have created, art, sculptures, customized My Little Ponies.
Dude, we are so going to that.
We're going to have to go and check it out, Nick.
Give us away.
What's your favourite character in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
My favourite character would either be Applejack or Vinyl Scratch.
Okay, why's that?
Well, I kind of like stereotypes. So I like the southern true blue farmer of Applejack.
Sure.
And what was the other one? Vinyl Scratch?
Vinyl Scratch or DJ Pon3, shown for 3 seconds in an episode, and the fans kind of latched onto her as a pretty cool-looking pony.
All
Right. And on the internet, what do people then do? Is there a lot of fan art, I know, comes out with bronies? Is there a bit of fan fiction as well?
There is pretty much any product that you could imagine being produced by bronies.
How much stuff do you have?
Not as much as, well, I've seen pictures of, but I have a fair pile, I guess. A few T-shirts that I wear often.
Yeah.
A couple of official toys, but not that many.
We heard you had to
toys.
recently move house and you had a bit of trouble.
Yes, I have a fair pile of things, much to the amusement of my new housemates.
As far as people who aren't a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, they might see you and think, you've got too much stuff. Is there, in the brony world, do you see other brony fans and think, wow, now that's going too far as well?
Kind of, yes, but it's kind of, like any people with a collection or something. I mean, I just understand that people with collections of things are collectors.
How much money have you spent on this?
Not as much as my old housemate.
Oh, yeah? How much did he spend?
Oh, easily more than $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah, goodness.
How old,
1,000 on the plushies, stuffed toys alone.
Wow.
how old are you, Multifish?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I am 17, going on 18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
very nice. Well, thank you very much for having a chat to us today. I'm sure a lot of people would still be skeptical, Nick, after having a chat. But what do you think? What do you think you could say to get them into that first episode that gives them a bit of a chance to have a look at it, and then maybe make a decision after that?
Well, I heard this one very good run-through of what the show was about. That was something along the lines of a TV show for little girls in which small god-powered equines take on hellish beasts of a Lovecraftian nature at times.
Don't try and make it like hardcore. All right,
Yeah.
there's ponies running around, mate.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
All right, well, we're going to have to check one out. Hey, Nick, thanks so much for having a chat to us and being our internet friend for today.
Thanks for talking.
Thanks.
No worries.
10 to 8. You're on Triple J. Good morning.
Okay, well, there we go. On Triple J this morning. Tom and Alex are with you. A big thank you to Nick from Adelaide for having a chat to us.
Multifish.
Multifish, his online persona, his internet friend persona, chatting to him about the phenomenon of bronies with the television show My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Thank you for your texts, 0439 757 555. Apparently, Andrew WK is a brony.
Oh, right. There was a comedian whose name escapes me now. I saw perform a couple of years ago from the UK. He's like a sort of stout old punk man from the 80s.
Yeah.
Bright pink mohawk. Massive brony.
Goodness. Another Cal from Singleton pointing out Coney was all the rage last year. This year's hottest trend, brony 2013. And Aaron from Sydney, my ute came with a My Little Pony on the dashboard. Saw no need to remove it.
No, why would you? Next week on Internet Friends, Julian Assange. Check in with him, see what he's up to. After 8, we have Triple J magazines to give
He's
away.
still in the embassy. I can't believe it.
Does he have the internet there?